Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to revise one of the most essential and powerful data types in Python, the string. First we will understand what exactly a string is. Then we will learn how to traverse a string. We will explore the different operators we can use on string. And next up, string slicing, one of the coolest feature to extract what you need, just like slicing a cake. And of course, we will revise some important string methods and functions. We know that string is a sequence of characters which can be enclosed in a single quote. We can enclose the string in a double quotes too. Even we can use triple single quotes or triple double quotes too. Triple quoted string can be used for assigning multi-line string. Even it is used as a doc string. Doc string is nothing but a comment for user-defined function. Individual characters of the string can be accessed using index. The most important property of string is it is immutable. It means you cannot change the individual content, individual element of the string in place. If you are changing it, new string will get created. To access the string, we can use forward indexing as well as backward indexing. Forward indexing starts with 0 and backward indexing starts with -1. It means you can use both positive indices or negative indices to access the string. Look at the letter A. You can access it with positive index as well as with negative index. Hope the concept of indices is clear to you. It will be very useful in slicing. Let's understand how to traverse the string. For traversing, we will be using for loop. For any variable you can take using membership operator, you can iterate over the string. This variable will iterate over each and every character of the string. So this is how we iterate over the string. Here is the list of the operators that we can apply on string. Plus is used for concatenation of the string. When you are concatenating, both the operand should be of string data type. Multiplication operator is used for repeating the string for the mentioned number of times. Both membership operator in and not in also can be associated with string to check the membership of the string in the original string. And here are all the relational operators. We know that relational operator is used for comparison. Here also characters will get compared based on its Unicode value or the ASCII value. Hope you are clear with concatenation. Here is the example. Let's proceed. This is the example for replication. Here is the example for membership operators. And this is nothing but the relational operator or comparison operator in case of string. Look at this table. Here are some Unicode's value which are mentioned from A to Z. It is from 65 to 90. Hope you understood. It means A will be less than B because A has 65 value and B has 66. In this way, every character has some ordinal value. Here is the value for small case A to Z and here is the value for 0 to 9. If you want to know the ordinal value, you can use ORD function, and if you want to know the character for the corresponding ordinal value, you can use this CHR function. This is the most important concept in case of string, and surely you will get one question based on slicing. Look at the format. First is starting index, second is the ending index, and third part is the step. All three parts are optional. If you don't mention start, 0 is the default value for the start. If you don't mention ending index, till end of the string will be considered. And the default value for step is 1. Let's note down one more point. End and step is exclusive. As we can access the string in forward direction as well as in backward direction, step can be negative too. Not only step, starting and ending index also can be negative, or you can use mixed also. Look at the different format to write slicing. Here we mention start as well as stopped. In the second format we skipped end, then whole string will be considered. By default, slicing will be in the forward direction. When you mention negative step, then only the slicing will be in the negative direction. Look at the third format. We skipped starting. It means it will start with 0. In the next format, we skipped all three parts. Here starting will be 0 and we will consider the whole string. We will go till end of the string. Here is the last form where we have mentioned all three parts. Start, stop as well as step. Look at this example. Here step is 2, means we have to consider every second character from the starting position. By now you will have an idea how to reverse the string using slicing in a single statement. Here starting index is not mentioned, even ending index is not mentioned, and the step is -1. It means you have to access the string in the reverse direction. Hope you understood it. It is very important concept. Alright, now we are moving ahead to the section of functions and methods associated with string. Look at the list. List is very long, but they are very easy to understand. Out of this we will be focusing more on the important one. The first is the split method. Split method will split the string based on the provided delimiter. This parameter is optional. It means if we don't provide any delimiter, the string will get split based on the space. Let's look at the first example. Here is one random string. We are using split method on the string with no parameter. Then look at the output. We got one list of the words which are separated based on the space. In this string, here is the first space, second space and the third space. That's why we got 4 elements. This is at the index 0, 1, 2 and 3. Split gives the answer in the form of list. Now let's look at the second example. Here we are providing one delimiter, or we can say separator. Based on this character, the string will get split. There are 2 commas. So we will get 3 elements of the list. Then output is very clear. This is the first element, second and the third. Based on comma, it got split. So remember this method. It is very important. It is used in string, useful in case of list too. You will need this method not only to solve theory questions but to write programs too. Alright, we are moving ahead to the next method, that is replace. From name itself we can assume the working of the replace method. Look at the example. In the given string we need to replace world with Python. Look at the output. World got replaced with Python. Then note down the syntax. Search value what we need to replace and new value will replace on the search value. All the methods and functions associated with string can be understood from its name. Here is also one of the important function. This is function, not a method. By now you know the difference between function and the method. So length function counts the number of characters in a string. Here there are 4 characters, that's why we got 4. In this string there are total 6 characters. Here is one more method, that is capitalize. It will convert the first alphabet to uppercase. It will not touch the other characters. Look at the example. We applied capitalize method on the string data, so only the first character or the first letter got capitalized. It's time to move ahead and discuss another method. The name of the method is find. It will return the lowest index of the substring in a main string. If we cannot find the substring, then -1 will be returned. Have a look at the syntax. Starting and ending index is optional. If you want to search the substring in a particular range, then you can mention start and end. Here is a simple example. We need to find out this string in a main string which is at the index 2. So we got the lowest index. Lowest index means we will get the first occurrence index of that substring. If we couldn't find, we will get -1. Alright, here is a category of is functions. It will give result in the form of true or false because it checks. The first is alnum. It will check for alphabets and numbers. If it is there, it will give true. If not, it will give false. In the same way, we have is alpha. It will check only alphabets. Is digit will check digits. In the similar fashion, is space will check for space. Is lower will check for lowercase letters. Is upper will check for uppercase letters. There is one more method called isTitle. It will check the string is in title case or not. What is the meaning of title case? The first character of each word will be capital. So with that, is category of the methods got over. Now here are some methods which will convert. Lower function will convert the string into lowercase. Upper will convert to uppercase. Title method will convert the string to title case. So we have lot of methods to convert as well as to check. Moving ahead with some more methods. Swap case will convert the case of the alphabets of the string. If it is lower, it will convert to upper. If it is uppercase, it will get converted to lowercase. We saw one split function, but for splitting there is one more function named partition. Then what's the difference between these two? Partition method will split the string always in a tuple of 3 elements. It includes the separator as one item and the string before that and the string after that. So always you will get one 3 element tuple with the separator as one of the element. This is also an important method, count. It counts the number of the occurrence of a substring in a main string. Means you can count how many times that string appear in the main string. Look at this example. B is 2 times in the string. Alright, we are almost at the end of the list of the methods. Here we have starts with and ends with method which checks whether the string, the main string is starting with the mentioned substring or not. In the same way, ends with also works. To understand, look at the example. I want to check whether the given string is getting started with the mentioned py. Yes, it is starting. So we got true. And with ends with, we can check whether the original string or the main string is getting ended with the mentioned one. Yes, it is. So we got true. In this way, you got to know there are lot of methods and functions associated with string. Alright, that was all about string. In the next video, we will take the learning further and solve the previous year questions from the sample paper as well as from the board papers. So don't miss it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay tuned, stay motivated. I will see you in the next video.